everybody, it's CC, and I'm just sitting here getting ready, and I thought I'd pull out. I think it is the first day of fall, but the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette, and that's what it looks like. Just got this, and I thought, yes, it can be used for fall, but it's great for the end of summer, and today is a super hot day. I didn't even pull out my brushes yet. So, we're going to work on that a little bit. You guys know, I lost my favorite, can't believe this, my absolute favorite crease brush, and I don't have a backup of it. Makes me sad, 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 sad. This one is quite similar. It was that little totally black one from Sephora. This one from Tarte's pretty similar, and actually the packing brush from that is pretty nice too. So I'm gonna pull that out. I haven't used it in quite a long time. But yeah, I washed my brushes and I don't know what happened to it. I don't even remember washing it, so it's that bad. So I'm gonna use this. Oh, these don't have names. I'm gonna use this. I'm going to go with the tan first. Tan shade. I just tend to tap off on my dresser here. I wanted to see how everyone was. If you follow my Instagram page at all, thank you very much. I'm getting really close to 1,000 followers on there, and I'd appreciate if you would take a look at that as well. I do post my makeup there, and I love to do that. But I have a lot of my candle friends on there, and it's a pretty nice community, and I love talking about and hauling and looking at other people's pictures of candles and getting ideas of what I want to buy. So that's kind of where I'm growing the most, but I would love if you'd subscribe on YouTube as well, because just doing, you know, you could see my forte here is either hauls or get ready with me, and just, you know, I enjoy this a whole lot. And if we can go back to when there was no YouTube, I'm going to use this kind of brighter coral shade down here on my lid. Before there wasn't a YouTube, when I would cook, if I was alone, and when I put on makeup, and that didn't matter because it would always be in my head anyway, I would, you know, kind of talk about what I'm doing. Like, here I am putting this shade here on my lid, and, you know, all that. This is a great brush. I don't remember where I got it, but if you have this Tarte double-ended brush, it's a good one. It is a good one. So I love these little Huda Beauty palettes. I have the Mauve Obsessions and now the Coral. The Coral I got kind of later in the summer. And, you know, maybe a month ago or so. And I really, really do like it. I thought I was kind of going to put it away, but I really think this is going to work for fall as well. I'm just going to blend that crease a little bit more. And then, what should I use as the outer corner color? If we were going for a full-on fall look, I would choose this one. But I feel like I could blend something in there, and that's what I'm going to use is this small Morphe, I don't know, M506. And I'm going to use the darker coral over there and just see what happens. I've probably used this before. Just kind of a blendy look. But they have come out with what, sapphire, emerald, ruby, and amethyst obsessions, I believe. I'm thinking. And oh, and Topaz, I think. So the Topaz looks like it has some good, probably basics in there. These are some pigmented colors. But I'm really looking at the Amethyst and Ruby. And if I don't like them, you know, I can take them back, I guess. I'm really looking at those. I don't want to, you know, some of these palettes, like this does have our creamy shade, so that's good. Sometimes it's hard to see a look, but some of those have some pretty shimmer shades where I could really see things, you know, popping with that. So I think I'm going to take a look at those. And I actually have a Sephora return that will basically cover one of them, you know, within like $5 or $6 probably. So I'm probably going to end up with those. I'm going to stop the makeup talk for just a minute. And if you've seen my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you know, but my precious little doggie, Maya, passed away last Thursday, so it's a week ago tonight. And we had her 6 years, I think it is. It was just, it seems like we've had her like 10 or 12. But we got her when she was 9. She was 15 and a half. And when we got her, she was blind. And then even, you know, more things like she couldn't hear very well. But she still knew. And she could still see, obviously. She wasn't completely blind. But most of the time, she still really knew what was going on. Even her sense of smell was kind of depleting in the past year and a half. But nothing was like, oh my gosh, you know. I mean, there were times when I know how old she is. I woke up in the morning and she wasn't up, which, you know, she always was previous to that. And, there's no real liner here for me, so I'm going to pull out, which I think I always do, the Born to Run, and get that dark brown out of there. But, so last Thursday, she was fine, completely fine. She woke up, she ate her dinner. Well, actually, so dinner time is like when my daughter comes home from school. But I brought my daughter home from school, and she was sleeping and got up, and her back legs went. They weren't working. In fact, when she went to the bathroom, she sat to go to the bathroom. But she was, she still knew, you know, I don't go inside, I go outside. And she's old, I really thought it was like cramps or something in her legs. I don't know why maybe I didn't want to see what was wrong, you know. But my husband came home from work early-ish that day. It wasn't really early, but early-ish. And, you know, I mentioned something to him. I didn't even text anybody about it. And she was up on her legs when I left. And a couple hours after I left for work, because I work evenings on Thursdays, he called me and she wouldn't wake up from her nap. You guys, this Okay, I think we're back. All in all, I disconnected right there, and I lost stuff in front of me. Just put a little bit of shadow under my eyes for some prettiness down there, and I think we're just ready to do mascara. But what I was saying is, I don't cry at funerals. When my mom passed away, I didn't cry. Yes, I was extremely sad. My mother-in-law was right there when she passed away. Well, my mom too. Didn't cry. We've had a lot of deaths lately. I told you recently my husband's uncle died. He was way too young. I didn't cry. But my baby Maya, you know, I have 2 daughters. It's always hard, a little bit hard for me to understand. Not that hard, because when I was growing up, it always seems like one dog is that dog for you. And my dog growing up was Hershey, and we had to give her away because we were moving into an apartment, my mom and I. And I just couldn't handle giving her away. And I was older. I was like 19. And I was trying to figure out how I could get an apartment, but I wasn't, I was in school, I was working part-time, so, or, getting somewhere where I could, I was still in school, so I couldn't finish my thoughts, I guess. I just couldn't do it myself. But my mom supposedly took her to the pound, and someone caught her on the way in there, and they wanted her. She was probably like 7 or 8. But my story behind Maya, we got her when she was 9. I was very skeptical of getting a 9-year-old dog who was blind at the time, and very skeptical. And my husband's like, "Oh, she's cute, blah blah blah," and yeah, she was just the best pet. When you're going through hard times, especially as an adult, and your children are growing up, and you're going through some hard times sometimes, and you don't want your kids to know about it. There's just stresses. Dogs are the best, and she was absolutely the best. So you guys, Tarte mascara is my favorite, but this tube is much wetter than the normal tubes for me. I've been having some issues with it. Some marks. Maybe marks. So definitely I like a drier mascara, and this used to be that. But I'm not even gonna go any elsewhere with this one, but I am gonna just try to get that brush clean or something. I don't know. It's really new too. But Maya was just perfect. She was very well behaved. She didn't go in the house unless, she was left a long time, or in the past year or so, just, if she had to. But she let, even now, even after, even when she had bladder issues and couldn't hold it, she would let you know. It wasn't like she forgot to let you know, But she was just precious, precious, precious. And I love her. And bath on a grave, and some flowers, and a little princess balloon. I should take a picture of that too. Anyway, if I see a picture of her, you know, just the past few days. The night before, I sent a video to my daughter. My husband brought out, because it was just kind of one of those nights. You know, the windows were open, it was nice, but yet, Smashbox. Just, he must have been laying on the couch or something, and it was hot. And he brought a little box fan out, and I put her, and she was just standing in front of it, and her, you know, she was well groomed, but her little hair was blown around, and I sent it to my daughter, saying she was a supermodel, because she was, and so cute. Just really did not think that she was gonna die. But in some ways, I'm glad we didn't take her to that, because we would have had to make the choice to put her down. You know, that would have been costly. And then the other part of it was, I knew that Thursday my daughter was studying for a pretty big exam, and we were all really upset. I just didn't want her to be, and she had said that, or it was a quiz, but she was, you know, still studying. And I just didn't want to interrupt that. And then she had said that she might come home for the weekend. And I thought, well, we'll wait. And then she said she might not. And then she said, oh, I'm probably just going to stay here. So then, you know, I waited till Friday. You know, she had school, she had work. And then we told her, well, and she FaceTimed us as she's, like, on the bus and walking home and, you know, all that kind of thing from work. And, I'm like, oh, I can't tell her now. She got herself, like, Chipotle for dinner, and I told her before she ate dinner, which, again, not really good timing. I guess it never will be, right? So we grieved together again. We were all there with her. And she still had work Saturday. And then she ended up coming home like Saturday evening. Or Saturday afternoon, I guess. I work on Saturday, so she kind of like met up with some friends and stuff first. So that was hard, and we buried her, and buried our little Mai. Just kind of, you know, it's just sad. And we have a puppy. Maya was I want to say she was a schnoodle, or a shih tzu, or something like that. Shih Tzu with curly hair. And actually Sunday we went to Ulta, and there's a pet store there, and we went in, and there was like a little baby Maya. I mean, so accurate how she looked. I mean, we were amazed. So we petted him and held him and stuff. We called him Mr. Maya. And I might have had to go back to Ulta this week and stop in and see him again. But we have a Schweenie Shih Tzu and a wiener dog. And he's like 2.5. He's adorable. And he's, you know, he's got a lot of the same just loving qualities and good qualities about him as Maya did. And we have a 7.5-year-old Japanese Spitz, and she's gorgeous. she's very well behaved as well. None of them are trained, so unfortunately when people come over they will jump on them, but they're well mannered otherwise. They're just good dogs, and we love them, but gosh, Maya's so special. So let's stop all this sadness here. And you guys, I've been using up this Rainforest of the Sea water foundation and its matching concealer. I like it. I have no problems with it, actually. Would I buy it again? I'm not sure, because there's others, you know, that I want to try, kind of thing. So I'm not sure. The concealer, as you can see here, is pretty thin. So I don't know if that will get... Well, actually, kind of like that. I don't know. I don't even know why I tried to conceal my nose with glasses, and that basically covers it. I actually like this concealer under the eyes. I do have that Becca corrector there. I don't know. I just feel like there's so many new ones that come out that this probably will, you know, get forgotten by me to buy, to repurchase. But I would recommend it. It's, you know, kind of a nice light to medium coverage, I guess. I don't know. I've been enjoying it. It's I guess here's what it is it's not super long lasting. I think that's probably its only downfall. I don't know that it breaks up on me at all, but it, you know, can kind of wear away. I don't have a huge problem with makeup breaking up on me. This is my Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. And what I do with this, it's a pretty matte powder, but I apply it just a tiny bit, really, with a big brush. And I kind of mattify my T-zone. And then I use my, like, bronzer and stuff like that to finish the rest of my face off. But I definitely... Well, I was going to put more concealer up in here because I have matching blemishes. But I powdered already. Let's see. Kind of tap that in. Sorry, see, all I need to do is that. Is there any chat going on? Nope. Forgot what I was going to say. Okay, holiday releases. I think I may pick up some of those Huda Beauty. There's gotta be, this is something that has not been talked about yet at all, but there's gotta be a Lorac Mega Pro 5, right? Right? And I have all 4 of them. I didn't get the first one until last year. In the summer, maybe the beginning of the summer. But now I have all of them, and I really like those. You could give me one of those and I could use it for a long time. Any one of them, actually. Any one of them. The first one, I loved how those colors looked. But, isn't it funny? Like, that's the one I like the least. I waited for it for so long. I'm going to bring out this palette. Whoop! It's nowhere near. Oh, you guys. I burned myself with the curling one, and it's looking yucky. But that was a week ago, too. I'm doing a lot of that. That one was bad, though. That one's probably the worst one I've ever had. I forget what this finishing powder. Okay, we're gonna use. I haven't used this one. I keep bringing out a little. Let's see. A little glowy. Yeah, I really. You know, it's funny. That powder isn't sitting on my face as nicely as this one does. Could be my face. I love this one. And this, it's very smooth. I don't know why it's not sitting on my face very well. But while we have this open, I'm just going to use a little combination of the two blushes in here. Start with the peach. If you have this palette, you know what this is. A very light peachy color. And then I'm going to do just a tiny little pop of the pinky peach. I don't think this strobe powder is as good as those strobe metallics, but we'll see if this works on the inner corner, excuse me, of my eye. Let's see. Oh, it's a little, actually it's a little orangey for my complexion as well. So what I'll do is I'll just go back and find my gold from my metallic palette. Because I love this palette so much. Oh my gosh. So much. Oh. And we will continue with using this as a little bit of glow on the face. Thank you guys for anybody who's watching this or joining me. I really, really appreciate your time and listening to me. It's been a lot going on. Just had so much, you know, just so much. That was really just tough on our family. And I'm sure a lot of you know. So, I'm going to start with pencil. This is what I usually do. It's probably not anything too new. But I always do my brows last. Because I kind of like to get, you know, any powder out of them, any foundation kind of out of them before I fill them in. And I can't even see. You can barely see. You will not be able to see. Maybe? This pencil, it's Stroke of Beauty, has two different shades on it. So the shade more towards the point is actually darker. I don't know. But it's just supposed to, you know, kind of mimic art and we're supposed to fill in our brows. But they're very close to each other, and they blend well, and I really appreciate kind of the thought that at least goes into it. So we're just, I may go a little, a little extra, but I don't have a whole lot of brow, so I can't. My daughter did them for me once, and I felt like, oh my gosh, my younger daughter, I have so much makeup on my eyebrows right now, I can't even stand it. And it's funny, because if you watch me, I kind of put a lot of different products on it. So I go through phases, because I like to experiment, I guess. But currently, I like to use this, I like to use this pencil, brush it out, and I think I really could stop there, but I'm extra in this case, and I put just a little bit. You can see, I've had this probably 9 months from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I don't, I definitely don't dig into it, but just a little extra. I think maybe the powder sticks, might be able to add in a little bit of dimension, something. And then I was using, actually it started out with, I was using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. And I kind of went through like a love-hate with that one, because sometimes it would be stiff. And then I started loving it, as we do. And then, I'm just going to brush that out again too. And then recently I got this Tarte, the Double Brow Gal, what's it called? Busy Gal Brows from Malta. This is so tiny. Let's see. So look at this as compared to, it's a full-size one. And look at the difference here. This is my primer one. Funny, huh? Okay, so this, well, I did use this alone yesterday, just as a tester. See how it works. I got the color taupe. I've heard you can actually kind of use this to maybe, if you're going to use it alone, to kind of give yourself individual strokes. But I'm just kind of setting it with it. And sometimes you do need that taming. And then one of the last steps I do always, I have been doing this for years, and I've only gone through one full size of this Laura Geller French Vanilla. I am pretty far down there in this one, but I'm sure this will last me till the end of the year. If this isn't a sale, I usually pick one up, and I've had one on backup for quite a while, since the other one went, I think. It's just a good product. It doesn't go bad. I guarantee that. Alright. And then I like just a little bit on this paddle part, just above the brows. And it does that carving out, but a little softer. Maybe smooth things here. Maybe go under the eyes. Just a tiny bit. Smooths it out. And I just like that look. I feel like my is kind of, I don't know. Feels blotchy. The makeup feels a little blotchy. But I think that's it. I know. Probably end up using the Rihanna Gloss Bomb today with this look. And that is upstairs. I don't really have anything. I just have a little lip gloss on now. But let's talk about what holiday palettes you want. I said I wanted the two Huda Beauty. I'm really not interested in the Too Faced. The Tarte, probably not. I don't like the packaging of either one of those at all. And those used to be the ones I was like, I have to have them. One's on its way to me today, so I'll show you that. But and then what about the gingerbread? What do you guys think about the gingerbread palette from Too Faced? Do you want it? Here's what I think about that one. It's enticing a little bit. I almost just ordered it. And it's like, even the names of these colors have been used from them before. You know, when they came out with the peach palette and the chocolate palettes, those were innovative. They've done mini gingerbread palettes before. Gosh, you guys, I just don't know. The colors, you know, I probably have in that coral palette, basically. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get that one. I don't know. But I will not get any other Too Faced palettes. And nothing else has seemed very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. You tell me. What are you looking for? I have one on its way to me, and today. So maybe I don't know. I'll show you soon. And I think that's about it. So thank you for joining me. And I'll see you soon. Very soon. Thanks, guys.